but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Got a man. It's Mims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Panthers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. On second and 9, Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a third and long. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Panthers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
With the score,
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach, when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get up. Let's get up.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Bridgewater's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a... Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
7-yard line.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it's third and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Down and goal.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Good.
Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Second and 10.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You got it? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the safety creep.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check. Watch.
First down, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike 54.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 16, Bridgewater to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Jets have got it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Able to connect with Mims.
The pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Okay. Sponge. No.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it's going to be second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And I'm coming after you. Motion.
Now Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Mike's 54.
And again, it's Bridgewater. maneuver at the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do. Going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Jets 27, Panthers 8.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. To throw is Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A 6-yard pickup.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time.